Whether it's your first time at the library, or you haven't been here for a while, or you even go every day, it is important that you take your kids to the library, preferably starting from a young age. As a parent, you know how difficult handling kids can be. Hopefully, this video will give you some ideas on how to get started. Almost every library has programs for younger kids, from arts and crafts to storybook time. But how do you get your kid to go to the library?
It's easy. They can't really protest. Remember, you're in charge. But sometimes if you have read books to them at home, they may be more enthusiastic about going, especially if your child is a little less keen to try new things.
Don't know where to start? That's what we're here for. And I promise we don't bite. It's our job to make sure you and your children can find your way around the library. It's why we're here. We all have extensive experience and love giving recommendations on books as well as activities.
Most libraries have schedules posted online regarding activities for children and adults. If your kids see you participating at the library, then odds are that they will want to also.
Taking your kids to the library for games and crafts is great, but it's important that they understand that it's not just one big playground.
It is important that your child learns respect for their surroundings, especially in a public place. The library is a perfect place for this.
Here are some things you should never, ever allow your child to do.
But going to the library extends beyond the library walls. It is important to borrow books from your library as well as allow your children to borrow books. This teaches them responsibility. While you're not going to teach them to rebind the books or to write a literary criticism, you can start small by having them simply care for a book that they borrow. Here are some tips.
First of all, never, under any circumstances, should you let a book get near a pet. Dogs will drool and sit on anything. And don't think cats are safe either. There's always a story of someone's kid who left a book in or nearby the litter box. Second, keep books out of the bathroom. I can guarantee that any water, either from the toilet, sink, or shower, will ruin your book. Third, keep your books away from food. Dry Cheerios can't do much damage, but spaghetti sauce can be as harmful as water. Next up, use bookmarks. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. If it's your own book, it doesn't matter. But if everyone who comes to the library takes a book out and folds down the pages, the corners will come off. Finally, it can be hard to keep track of all the library books you check out, and they can be very easily lost, especially if you have smaller books made for smaller children. It's important your child learns responsibility for these books, so we recommend that you create a designated spot for your library books. This way, nothing will ever get lost.